There's definitely a nip in the air, and the leaves are turning, and that, of course, means one thing. It's prime season for checking out our favorite scary movies. But in addition to the obvious Halloween classics, there are quite a few new movies out there that should be making your personal playlist. Joining us now is Rotten Tomatoes senior editor Grae Drake. And Grae, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
I am a big fan of scary movies, so
am I, because I love any excuse to leap into people's laps.
You don't need a nice little picker-up. You just, yes.
Get in there.
All right, so what will do that for us?
Well, so on the website, we have 75 of the best reviewed horror movies ever, right? And I was really surprised at what ended up being 75th.
Okay. As in the scariest, or?
As in, like, the bottom of our list, and it just tells you how fantastic all of the films actually are, because if this is our last one,
wow, interesting,
then it's a solid list.
Okay, where do you want to start?
And that's the movie The Conjuring.
I've seen this movie.
Right?
It's great.
This is the one that just came out with Patrick Wilson, and it's based on a true story. And it is not for the faint of heart or for anyone who is like buying real estate within the next time period, because this family moves into a house and it's super haunted.
And it's based on a true story.
Yeah, and it's a lot like Amityville Horror, except different family, different house, same paranormal researchers.
Okay.
That helped out this poor family, and it's a really scary film.
And what else?
Well, there's a lot of classics on the list too. You can't like have a conversation about scary movies without talking about like Halloween,
yes,
Carrie, The Shining, but those are like in the 40s and 50s on the list.
What are the ones that you would say that have been missed by many of the folks over the years, in more recent years perhaps?
One of the best scary movies that I've ever seen is The Babadook. It's like this single mom, and her son has some behavioral problems, and who hasn't been there? Like, that's a really true-to-life setup. And her son is really terrified of the boogeyman, and a book mysteriously shows up at their house.
Boom.
And you think, oh great, a book, literacy, this is wonderful, like your child's gonna read and be really smart. No, don't read the book. Don't read it, it's so scary.
So that one, Babadook, what else, really quickly?
It Follows is another new film that came out recently starring Micah Monroe, who's a really interesting new actress, and it's spectacular.
And I'm curious about It Follows, because the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes were great. I downloaded it, I watched the first few minutes of it, it was kind of gory, and I was out.
Couldn't handle it. You're done. It doesn't get any better from there.
Okay.
So
Deuces.
Just leave it. Yeah, you're out. And what was really interesting is the #1 best reviewed horror movie according to our critics.
Ooh, I can only imagine.
You got to rewind, go back in time. It's an old one.
Was it in black and white?
Yep.
Psycho.
Good guess.
But wrong.
It's not. It's The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Oh, of course, that one. I mean, right? Who doesn't have that one? What the heck is that?
So it's a German film, and it's from 1920. And it is one of the scariest movies that you'll ever see, because it's about a hypnotist who convinces a guy that essentially has a form of sleepwalking as a disorder to murder people for him.
Interesting.
It's one of the most important films stylistically that led a German movement called Expressionism. It's beautiful to look at. It's chilling, and it will give you nightmares.
Okay.
From 1920.
Is it a talkie?
Yeah.
Okay. There are words.
And they're all scary words.
I can imagine. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now we're scared.
We're terrified. I'm going to jump in your lap.
Exactly, yes. But I might like it. All right. Thanks.